Good afternoon, Mr. Scheibe, all the faculty, trustee, families, friends, and of course, all the graduating seniors. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Harry Wu. True terror is to wake up one morning and discover that your high school class is running the country. Kurt Vonnegut once wrote in a letter. He meant to say that time goes by so quickly that the human race has done no improvement. The baby world has not yet grown, but us and our classmates are already running the world. But I think that is not the true terror. The true terror is that not only the world has not yet grown, but us, who have learned nothing to improve ourselves. There is an old saying in Chinese quoted from Confucius' most successful student Mencius, 穷则独善其身，达则兼济天下. In hardship, improve yourself. In success, improve the world. Yes, before we can make our world a better place, we have to improve ourselves. And here, I want to say thank you to Lawrence Academy. Thank you for taking care of me and every other student sitting in this room. And thank you for making every one of us a better person. By this chance, I want to share some of my stories at LA that helped me to become a better person. When I first come to LA, I was cocky, and I thought I was better than everyone else. As a spoiled kid, I did a wonderful job to make everyone hate me. I couldn't do what I said, and I couldn't do what I was expected. And I did not deserve any trust from anyone. Without my parents' help, I was nothing. I did not like how people think of me. And I needed proof to show that I was no liars and I could truly accomplish something. And I decided to run cross country, which was the only sport that didn't require any expertise. There was only one goal in my mind: be as fast as the first kid, run the race with him, and pass him at the end. When we finally had our first race, I straight up went after the leading runner. I was getting closer and closer. I could almost hear him breathing. Yes, I caught him. I suppose this is what prodigy is. Only a few minutes, I'm already in the leading group. The leading runners looked at me with surprise, and I looked back with scorn and provocation. My eyes were signaling one message: bruh, show me what you got. I followed the leading group for 1 minute, and then I felt something had gone wrong. My breath started messing up. I soon couldn't keep up my pace, and I slowed down, and I started jogging and then walking. Well, because of my stupidity, the race didn't end well. I was glad that I knew I was stupid. My stupidity helped me to determine a change of myself. Yes, to realize your problem before fixing them is exactly what we need to do before improving ourselves. I did not do well in my race because I did not practice. I had absolutely no idea about my form and pacing. So learning from this lesson, I started preparing for my basketball season early last year. I was not a fantastic player, and I knew that it wasn't likely for me to get in varsity. But no matter how small the chances were, I would spend everything I had to accomplish this goal. Plus, I will be satisfied with going to JV no matter what. I used every single seconds that I could possibly have to dribble. I played during free blocks, during MX, during assemblies sometimes. I was insane, and I became more and more confident. But I did not make it. I wasn't even selected by JV team. At the night I knew the result, I was sitting in the gym, whimpering. And that was the best secret place where no one will ever come and disturb me. I was sitting against a wall, holding a basketball in my hand, and I threw away the ball with my greatest strength. Why was I not chosen? I kept asking myself, but I couldn't figure out an answer. I knew I can find you here. A familiar voice shocked me. I quickly wiped my eyes and stood up. Before he came close to me, It's 8 o'clock already. You didn't come to check in, so I came to look for you. I identified the voice. It was Mr. Manley. What's going on? Why you are sitting here? Oh, no, nothing. I'm just tired and taking a rest. I'm sorry I didn't check my watch, so I missed the check-in. Mr. Manley came close to me, and he sat down. I was surprised. He patted the floor next to him, implied me to sit. Don't lie to a teacher, and tell me what happened. Okay, he was pretty sensitive. I told him how I didn't perform well, and how I wasn't selected by JV team. He laughed. Hey, don't get discouraged by this. Maybe the coach wants you to help the third. I know you. You can do extremely well in third. You can score 20 or 30 points each game. Now how awesome that would be. But it's third. I practiced so hard. Why end up with third? Don't get discouraged. Maybe there are still some flaws in you. But I can assure you one thing, that your effort will never be in vain. They will pay off eventually. Maybe it's not the way you expected, but it will. It will happen one day. Be able to accept advices and never give up is what we need to do after we realize our problems. After the talk with Mr. Manley, I insisted working hard, and I finally received coach's reward from Coach C. Well, I have never said thank you to Coach C and Mr. Manley formally. By this chance, please allow me to say thank you. Thank you for your guidance that made me a better person. The difference between underclassmen and upperclassmen is being able to afford responsibilities. Juniors and seniors are like older brothers and sisters to underclassmen. To help and guide and take care of our younger brothers and sisters are our duty. And one day, one of my underclassmen friends came to me and looked for a counsel. It was at a cross-country meet. Harry, I almost got into a fight when I was running. I bet he was angry. There was a guy kept pushing me, and I almost fell. Why did he push you? How the hell I know? He points at a student from Brooks. What did you do? I didn't do much. I just talked back to him when he pushed me. Come here. I patted the floor next to me. You must have done something really bad, right? He came to me and sat down and said, but he definitely deserves that. Is it possible that the first time he pushed you was an accident? And because of your trash talking, he started doing that intentionally? Well, there is an old saying in Chinese. You can only clap with two hands. One hand does not make a sound. I told him what my father used to tell me. The best way to keep yourself out of trouble is to be passive and never provoke. Maybe I'm still not ready to improve the world, but I can do my share to help at least one other. Help your friend and be able to deliver your ideas and thoughts. This is the first and very least thing you can do to contribute to make our world a better place. Lawrence Academy has been a great place for me. I learned a lot, I grew mature, and most importantly, I improved myself tremendously throughout these 2 years. We all have big dreams, and we want to achieve them. But please remember, in hardship, improve yourself. In success, improve the world. No matter where you're at, always be making yourself a better person. Thank you.